Good morning, student. After the summer vacation, after some time of gap, we are back again, and in this video, we are going to start again the chapter measurement because the video which I have given for this chapter earlier, that was not too much, the visibility was not too much clear. That's why once again I am going to give you the same video. Now, the name of the chapter is measurement. Here we will learn about measurement. The first topic we will learn about physical quantity. The first topic which we are going to learn, that is physical quantity. We can define physical quantity as the quantity which can be measured. The quantity which can be measured is called physical quantity. See, by definition it says that the quantity which can be measured is called physical quantity. Anything which we can measure, that will be called physical quantity. Like length of wire, we can measure the length of wire. Then we can measure mass of vegetable. So these will be physical quantity. Here this wire can be a physical quantity because we can measure the length of the wire. Here vegetable will be a physical quantity because we can measure the mass of the vegetable. Volume of milk, here milk will be the physical quantity because we can measure the volume of the milk. That's why physical quantity, those quantity which can be measured, is called physical quantity. The next topic which we will study, that is measurement. First we will study the definition of measurement, that what does measurement mean, how to define measurement. We can define measurement like measurement is a process of comparison. Measurement is a process of comparison between an unknown quantity with a known quantity. Measurement is a process of comparison. It means to compare between two quantity, that which one is greater, which one is smaller. Like that we will compare between an unknown quantity and known quantity. Now here we will learn about two new terms. The first term is unknown quantity, that what is unknown quantity we will learn, and what is known quantity. Now we will learn about unknown quantity and known quantity. Let us see first unknown quantity. What is unknown quantity? Unknown quantity we can define those quantities whose measurements are unknown. Whose measurement which we don't know. The quantity whose measurement we don't know, they will be called as unknown quantity. For example, vegetable, milk, water, these are the quantity whose measurement we don't know. How we know the measurement? By comparing with known quantity. Next we will see known quantity. What will be the known quantity? We can define known quantity as those quantities whose measurement are known to us. whose measurement are known to us are called known quantity. Like for example, we can see scale. The scale which we are using for measuring the length of a line, that is a known quantity. Then after meter rule, this is known quantity. Then after we can say weighing stone, जिसे हम लोग बटखरा कहते हैं, weighing stone, it is also a known quantity by the help of which we can measure the mass of the vegetable. These are the known quantity, and for doing measurement we will compare the unknown quantity and known quantity. Let us take an example to understand more clearly that how comparison is done. Hence you all know that how comparison is done, but let us do one practical thing to understand the comparison. Let us do an activity. By the help of activity we can learn the comparison. We all have visited the market. We all have visited the market, and in the market suppose we are going to purchase vegetable. The vegetable shopkeeper, what they use? They use the beam balance for measuring. Suppose I have drawn a diagram of a beam balance. The beam balance is like this. On one pan, these are the two pan, these are the pan of the beam balance, this is the rod of the beam balance. What does the vegetable seller do? On one pan he keeps vegetable. On one pan he keeps the vegetable. Since vegetable is a unknown quantity, the measurement of the mass of this vegetable we don't know. And how we compare? Here we compare by the weight stone. Whatever weight stone, either of 1 kg, of 2 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg, like this weighing stone is there. By the help of that we compare this vegetable, and when the rod is totally straight, it means that both of the thing are having same weight. It means that if we are taking 1 kg weight and putting vegetable here, if the rod is balanced, this rod is balanced, then we can say that we have compared the vegetable for 1 kg. Like this you can see in the shopkeeper, like you can say that the grocery shops, here their digital meter is there, on which we keep the things and it gives us the measurement. This is the process of comparison of an unknown quantity with a known quantity. Here vegetable unknown quantity, weight stone is a known quantity. Now let us see our next topic, that is need of measurement. Why do we need measurement? Next topic we will study need of measurement. In our daily life, why we need measurement? Why the measurement should be done accurately? Let us understand by an example which is given in your book also. Example says, when we go to a tailor shop, if we are going to a tailor shop for stitching of our school uniform, when we go to a tailor shop for stitching of our school uniform, so what does tailor do? He takes the measurement. Tailor, he takes the measurement. Tailor takes the measurement, and if the tailor is taking the measurement incorrectly, if the tailor is not taking the measurement properly, what will be the result? The cloth might not fit properly to us. If the tailor is not taking the measurement properly, the cloth will not fit us properly. For this, the tailor has to take the measurement properly. If tailor does not take the measurement properly, the cloth might be tight or might be loose. So we can say that for giving accuracy, or perfection, we can say for accuracy or perfection, measurement is needed. measurement is required. I hope that this example you have understood. Now next we will see unit of measurement. Our next topic will be unit of measurement. What will be the unit of measurement? Now let us see what thing we are going to measure. We are going to measure some of the physical quantities. Which quantity we are going to measure? First we are going to measure mass of an object. We can measure the mass of an object. Second, we can measure the length of an object. Third, we can measure time duration we can measure. Fourth, we can measure the temperature. These are the 4 things which we will learn in this class, measurement of these things. Now if we are measuring the mass of an object, what should be the unit of this mass, measuring mass? It should be in gram, it should be in kilogram, it should be in quintal, it should be in ton. These are the units of mass. This gram is the smallest unit. Then moving further, kg is just bigger than gram, quintal is bigger than kg, and ton is bigger than quintal. This is the unit of mass. Now taking the length of an object, if we are talking about length of an object, what will be the unit? The length, the smallest length is millimeter, the smallest unit. Then after centimeter, greater than millimeter. Then after we can take meter also. Then at the last we will take kilometer. These are the unit of the measuring length of an object. For measuring time, on which unit we measure the time duration? We measure the time duration in second. Then larger than this, greater than this, minute, greater than minute, hours, greater than hour, day, greater than day, week, then month. These will be the unit of time. Next is temperature. Temperature, we all know that temperature is the measurement of hotness or coldness of a body. How much our body is hot or how much our body is cold, that is being displayed by the temperature. Now for measuring temperature, the unit is degree Celsius, or you can say degree centigrade, degree Fahrenheit, and third one is Kelvin. These are the unit of the temperature on which we are going to measure the temperature of any object. These are some of the fixed quantity, and these quantity are known as, all these quantity will known as known quantity. Earlier we have studied known quantity and unknown quantity. These will be the known quantity. Now we will learn about need of standard unit of measurement. Why standard unit is required? This also we will understand by an activity. Need of standard unit of measurement. Here in this topic, first we will learn about standard unit, that what is standard unit. Let us define first standard unit. We can define standard unit as a unit of measurement, which has a fixed value. A unit of measurement which has a fixed value everywhere. For all the region, for all the countries, it has a fixed value. Now why this standard unit is required? So let us understand by an activity. The activity says that earlier in the ancient time, or in the olden days, or we can say in ancient time, when this standard unit was not there, at that time also people used to measure, but the way of measuring were some different. Now in olden days, when standard unit were not there, how people used to measure the things? Suppose people has to measure the length of table. How they used to measure the length of the table? The measurement were done by using their hand, using their arms, using their finger. Suppose I have to measure the length of this line. Like this we can measure by using like this we can measure. So these were the standard unit, these were the earlier way of measuring the object or measuring the any of the physical quantity. But what was the demerit? The measurement was not fixed. Let us make it more clear by an example. Suppose this is a window, and for this window we need one curtain. For this window we need one curtain, and for curtain we have to go to market, and there is no way of measuring the length of this window. How we can measure? We can measure it by hand and go to the shop, and at that shop we can measure the cloth by our hand for the perfection. But if we have measured by our own hand and we are sending some other people that go and purchase one hand of cloth, one hand length of cloth, that might his hand will be small or might his hand will be large, so that the perfect measurement should not be there. For that case we need standard unit of measurement. You can see in your book some of the figure has been given. Figure of hand span is given, forearm is given, and footstep is given. Nowadays also we are using footstep. The children who is going to play cricket, they measure the length between two side of the wicket by their feet, like 22 yard. They measure the length by their feet. Let me show you the diagram. You can see the diagram here. This hand span, like this they can measure. This forearm, like this they can measure. This, the movement of the footstep, like this they were measuring the things, measuring the physical quantity in the earlier time. Now this was not convenient way of measurement. For making it convenient, people thought of standard unit. That standard unit should be available everywhere. It should be perfect for every place. Now in the next video we will learn about what is standard unit and who has prescribed standard unit and what are the other unit also. Today up to here we are doing. In the next video we will see the other contents.